This is renovating our new house, part 1. My husband and I bought this home from the original owner. It was built 55 years ago and we instantly fell in love with it. It offers plenty of room to grow, both inside and out, and it's situated on almost 2 acres. Right away, we saw all the potential that this house has to offer, just with a little bit of updating. And most importantly, our dogs love it. The first thing on our agenda was removing the wallpaper, which there is absolutely no shortage of in this house. Next, we used a weed sprayer filled with some boiling water to remove the wallpaper backing, and then chiseled away at it until it was no more. Next, my husband removed all of the door and window casings, followed by all of the baseboards. And you can check back tomorrow for part 2. Hello everybody, this is part 3. Today we spent the day working on our bedroom. So here's some before photos, lots of wallpaper. We removed all of that yesterday. And then we started today off by cleaning our windows and taping them off, getting ready for some primer. As much as I love the wood, we're gonna be doing white baseboards, so I wanted them to match. Then we primed all of our walls and we were ready to paint. This is my husband wearing shoes. He wanted me to include that in here. He does have shoes. This is the painted room. We attached all the window fixtures and we started to remove the tragic blue carpet. And this is our current situation. Thank you all so much for watching, and you can check back tomorrow for part 4. Hello everybody, we are back for part 4. This time we are making over our deck. We started the day off with my husband reluctantly building me a vegetable planter. Don't judge, okay? It was a quick fix. I kept nagging. Next, we took a trip to Lowe's. We went there for soil and ended up buying plants. I don't know. Isn't that always the way? When we got back, I took some time to work on the planter, moved all my vegetables over, watered them in, and then it was time to work on the deck. This furniture was left by the original owner, and this is me being essential. All right, now it's time to power wash. Of course, that is the best part. We put back on our furniture, cleaned it all off, got it ready to use, and then it was time to enjoy. Thanks for watching, part 5 coming soon. Hi everybody, we're back for part 5. Today we were priming and painting our main floor. We started off by sanding and cleaning all of the walls, and then it was time to prime. We primed all of the walls, especially the ones that had wallpaper, and then we headed to Home Depot to get a couple things. We actually needed paint, so we got 2 different colors of paint, and then we got distracted by lighting and bought 2 different lights for the house. And then it was time to paint. We chose an off-white color for the entire main floor. I really love it, and we're going to be doing more of a tan color on the wall where the stairs are as kind of an accent wall. And I wish I had more to show you today, but painting took forever. I should have more tomorrow, so you can check back tomorrow for part 6. This is our current situation, and thank you so much for 55K. I thought maybe 2 people would watch. Okay, bye.
This is how I live in New York City without having to pay rent. Let's start at the beginning. Last year, I bought a rundown 2-family townhouse in Brooklyn, New York. My plan from the get-go was to live in the small apartment and to build out the other, larger apartment in the house as an Airbnb, using the income generated from the Airbnb to pay the mortgage. After moving into the house this past March, I got in touch with my buddy who is a contractor, as well as my friends who are interior designers, and we went to work on renovating and building out one unit as my home and the other as the Airbnb. Since I listed the property on Airbnb this past September, the rental unit has been fully booked and I've met some really cool people as a result. And yes, the income from the Airbnb has totally covered my mortgage, taxes, utilities, and insurance. I've even made a little bit of cash on top of that. I'm happy to go into greater detail on what the numbers look like monthly, but basically, isn't Airbnb illegal in New York City? The short answer is it depends. For most buildings in New York City, which are classified as Class A dwellings, i.e. they are made up of 3 or more units, it is illegal to offer an entire home or an apartment for short-term rental, even if one owns or lives in the building. The only way for short-term rental to be legal in this scenario is to have a permanent resident living at the home in addition to the guests. For example, this could be the Airbnb host. Hypothetically, the host could be renting out an empty room in his apartment. However, the rules are totally different for single and 2-family homes, which currently have no restrictions on short-term rentals, which means I can Airbnb in my Brooklyn 2-family home without consequence. One thing to note, any stay over 30 days is totally legal on Airbnb, regardless of the building type. Follow along for more Airbnb tips and more home renovation tips.
Don't know what you're saying. You're flying higher than a plane, and I'm not complaining. It's getting too loud, we'll figure it out. I'm out of my brain.
That was the show we talked about. Played you the song she's singing now when she's with you. Do you get deja vu?
When she's on me, wanting the real thing is getting deeper. Yeah, that's what I like though. So sexy, cute but psycho. I wanna beat it like Michael. Open doors and give her Michael. Cross the mobster with gentleman. So fly like a pelican. Won't start experimental, man. She's in my heart and that's genuine.
Didn't know I had you in my heart. Didn't know I had you in my heart. Didn't know I had you in my heart. Tell me that we'll never be apart. Didn't know I had you. Didn't know I had you. Didn't know I had you. Didn't know I had you.
Okay, so long story short, I found the cutest dog in the world at the animal shelter, and I couldn't just leave him. So I had to come up with some cash to make sure that I could adopt him and give him the best life. So I decided to flip these chairs. This chair may not look like much, but it needs very little modification to make it gorgeous. At the work, and the first and easiest thing is just getting rid of these armrest covers. Then I started ripping off these grandma skirts to make sure that we could see those gorgeous mid-century modern legs. This is the easiest thing to do that will make a chair look a million times better. Already, look at the difference. Aw, damn. Then we scrubbed it a little bit with some vinegar and hot water, and oh my goodness, that is a mid-century dream. Took some better photos of them and listed them on Facebook Marketplace for $300, but I ended up selling them for $209 together. Here's the full transformation. That gave me a profit of $164, and my dog can have whatever he wants, girl.
You dream of glitter and gold. My heart's already been sold. Show you how little I care, how little I care, how little I care. My diamonds leave with you. You're never gonna hear my heart break. Never gonna move it. I used to hear a simple song. That was until you came along. Now in its place is something new. I hear it when I look at you.
So the first thing I'm gonna do in this house is take off this wallpaper. This is called a square. I got this on Amazon, super cheap. So step one of removing old wallpaper is to just go over and score it. Super easy, don't put in a lot of pressure, but you'll see it'll make little tiny marks to help absorb the solution that helps take wallpaper off. All you need is warm water in a continuous sprayer, got these on Amazon, and then some vinegar. You'll mix equal parts and make sure the water's warm. Now our mixture is ready to go, and then you just want to apply a healthy amount directly to the wall, making sure that it stays wet for about 20 minutes if you can. All right, now the wall has been soaking and we can already see that it's coming off really easy. So let's see what it looks like after. This 501 tool is so satisfying.
Man, we've been at this for like 2 hours already. I'm dead about to leave unless the Toyota God sent us some kind of fucking sign right now. Okay.
So a few months ago, I bought this amazing building here in San Francisco, and it's gonna need a lot of renovations, so I'm gonna take you along with me. I've always loved renovation videos, and I really can't wait to take you guys along with me. First and foremost, taking out these green carpet stairs. Excuse my out of breath, those stairs are incredible, but this home was built in 1911. It's got really cute charm, really awful wallpaper, but it's got a lot of potential. The bathrooms will need a full remodel, but the bedrooms are pretty good. We'll need to refinish the floors, put in new light fixtures, new paint, and completely redo the kitchen. It needs a lot of work. That stove is from the 1920s. How cool is that? The one thing I love about this house is just how big it is and how much charm each of the rooms have. Each room has a window, 2 fireplaces in each, and I just can't wait to get started.
Every time I'm calling, she say she gonna call me back. I told her call me Rocky. She say she not gonna call me that. You say you come with a lot, well baby I want all of that. Her mama a party girl, she just wanna have fun too.
Oh no, honey, that's not how this works. Silly. See, when you live with a man who can do it himself, he'll usually start a project, maybe a few projects, maybe your whole fucking house is a project, and we don't finish a single fucking one of them.
Them old mistakes are gone. I won't do them no more. That's old news. That's new news. I done did that before. I turn nothing to something. My comeback on 100. Less talking, more action. You just gon' see coming. I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. I turn that into money. They gotta know.
In my family, anytime we get together for things like holidays or birthdays, we try to work together to get some kind of project done. Over the years, we have accomplished so much by everyone just pitching in and working hard for a day. My mom's birthday is next week, so today my parents and my older brother and his family came over to our flip house to work. We got so much cleanup accomplished and got to celebrate my special mom. It was an exhausting but rewarding day.
Tell me the previous owner of your house didn't know shit about.
So the main thing that stood out to me when we first came in here was the fact that there's no lip on these stairs. They just laid the carpet down over them. But it gets better. So they installed these wicked 6-seater closets, right? Great for storage, whatever. But the problem is that when you open these up, oh my God, there's a rafter in the way. So what's the solution? Cut a hole out of the rafter. Whatever. Who cares? You know, because you really need to open this door all of the way.
Welcome to part 6 of home renovations. It's cleanup time.
this anymore. I feel kinda free. We're still the kids we used to